Signal booster, you can, but that easily. Well, you can't. Even it's very very difficult to do so. It just means, yeah, it just means that Elphaba wants to do that. All right, sorry, thought you said he had one. No, no, they're gonna apply for one, Victoria. No, like, no. Just so people know, you can buy them offline. I thought you had to apply for them. I mean, well, yeah, I think you can actually buy them. Yeah, depends on where you go, actually. I thought you had to show proof of your diagnosis. Oh yeah, Amazon sold them. Yeah, as I say, I don't have one. I don't have one because I've never. I have one. I have a card, but I've never used that either. That's okay, Signal Booster. I've never really used that either, because you know, I never really leave the fucking house, to be honest. But they'll go in the electronic bay. They'll go in the electronic bay and buy one. But that's what they want. They want a lanyard now. But here's the it should be in my old wallet on the bookcase. I have no idea where the fuck I put mine. As I say, I have a card, but I have no idea where the fuck I put it. No idea where I put mine. Does anyone think the reports will be made? Sorry, I'll read that again. The Observer. Does anyone think that reports will be made against Elphaba for this diagnosis? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Especially with the evidence provided today, because the resistance put something up. Hang on, let me find it. Let me jig some things around. So let me find out where the fuck I put this, because I've either put it in. You motherfucker, I didn't fucking put it there, did I? Where the fuck have I put that? Oh no. Oh wait, no, it's in my reposts. That's where it is. I knew it was somewhere. I've reposted a few things, so this might take a second. Is Josh organized? No. Are you guys used to that? Yes. Where the fuck have I put this? Which one is it? Oh, that one. That's the one I'm looking for. I knew I was looking for it somewhere. Are any of us right? I'm never ready. You would think that I would be. I used to be organized and prepared. Hey, TikTok. Oh no, that's because that's not what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. So, the Resistance put this up. And here's the thing. Wait, let me. Oh, you know what? Move out my way. You know what? I'm not. Right. So the Resistance put this up. Okay. And I have several questions about this. Oh, you're not going to be able to see my cute little face. There you go. You can see my face still. There you go. I managed to maneuver things. Yeah, that's what people are saying. So, okay. Here is my thing. Because I saw this, right? And I'm like, who posted this? This can't be. I was like, is Elphaba this stupid? I'm like, no. I'm not questioning the Resistance at all. I'm like, is Elphaba this dumb? Because I know the original had the beginning part of that squared up, and I'll bring it up as well, squared off, and the beginning part of an autism hub was the support team was blocked up and everything, right? And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, hold on a second. You know when you sit there and you're like, what? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They did not. Please tell me they're not this stupid. Please. Because, what? Huh? No, they didn't. They were trying to prove something about the word pre. No way. Because what they've proven is the email says patient.email@example.com. Huh? What? What? And then the next part is found in, and in quotation marks, sender dash provider.com and Gmail inbox. Huh? It does have a +1 next to it, so I'm like, whoever the fucking hell Elphaba sent it, oh my god. The +1, I'm sure, is fucking Elphaba's email address. See, that was my question. Did Elphaba upload this? Because, they can't be this dumb. I can't see where it says junk. Am I looking at that? I mean, +1 does not matter when you got that kind of email. I mean, but why? What is the point in this? Because what is the actual point? Because, hang on, let me, hey Natalie, let me find the actual, you know what I don't have. Let me find the, of course I'm not fucking prepared. Am I ever? No. You would think as a streamer, what now? Inorganic gift solicitation. What? You fucking for real? Inorganic gift solicitation. Piss off, TikTok. No, I peeled it, but that was weird for the reasoning. Okay, so that was weird for the reasoning behind that, though. Okay, so here's the original. Let me bring the original up. Oh, for fuck's sake, move out my way. I hate the way that this does this. Okay, so let me, come on. I ain't got all day. Well, I do, but that's beside the point. So here's the original. I don't know how well that's going to look for people. But why the fuck do you keep on disappearing my chat? Fucking hell, TikTok. Oh my god. You know what? TikTok. I hate TikTok Live Studio. So, yes. That. So, those are them side by side. Hang on, let me zoom this one out a bit more. And then do that. This is I've got questions because I'm like, did Elphaba upload this or what? I know that they've crossed out the word pre, but what I mean, we know the reason why. But the other one, I'm like, why was I mean, it was a pre-assessment. Yeah, we all know it was a pre-assessment. So Elphaba can stop with they were diagnosed bullshit because they weren't. And we all know that they're not. Because they've been trying to do this for years, which, by the way, you need to check out the Observer. Because if you go back last year, the year before that, trust me, Elphaba's been doing this. Elphaba's been doing the autism grift for as long as they've been doing the trans grift. They've been doing it for years. It's a questionnaire, Kirsty. It's a questionnaire to get them on the ladder. But I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why? What is the point in this? What is the point in any of this? Do you know what I mean? What is the point in any of this bullshit? Well, actually, I do know what the point in this is. The point in this is to... So when it comes to because people were saying that in the video, the scribbled version, if you look closely, if you look in the scribbled version, you look closely, you can see found in your junk mail. Found in your... Oh yeah, you can see the... Not that my eyesight's any fucking good, but... J, you can make out the U. Yeah, you can sort of make that out. Yeah, you can sort of make out the junk part. You can sort of make out that, yeah. But this is where I've got questions as to if Elphaba uploaded... Oh, fuck me, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, no, Lolly. Lolly, Elphaba was banned on TikTok last night. So now this is where I don't know. Obviously, the Resistance posted the one at the top, but I don't know. Did Elphaba post that? Yeah, the two logos are different. That's the real reason. It's to deflect from Dean's police case, and other things as well. But my question, the top one is from the Resistance, the bottom one is from Elphaba's IG. But where did Elphaba post the top one? That's something that I've been trying to find out. Oh, for God's sake. Did Elphaba post that or what? Oh, I got approved, by the way. The appeal's been approved. I didn't see it, but my screenshots were taken 3 minutes. 3 minutes after posting. Oh, peekaboo. Okay. Because, like, I'm like, what? I think he's in panic mode, yes. You can't change region either. The bottom one is the one that was on the Insta. Yes, the bottom one is from the Insta account. The top one is from the Resistance. From the Resistance TikTok that's currently still up. But I can't find out where that was originally posted, if that makes sense. But I think... thank you for the heart me, Feral Cheryl. Thank you for the heart me, Angie. I wonder... yeah, this is where sort of like... I'm not saying Elphaba is stupid enough to post this, to be fair. But I'm like... Because I'm like, I think the scribbled out wording is pre. It doesn't make anything sense. You can easily move scribbles, etc. And I'm sure he posted it and deleted it as people started noticing. Oh, all of this has been deleted, by the way. Thank you for that, Mikari. All of this has been deleted from Elphaba's Instagram. All of it has. But these are my questions. These are my questions. So I'm like, okay. And that's the reason why I looked at the Resistance one and I'm like, I need to move that out of my way so that I can actually see that. And people are obviously saying about the founding sender provider.com and the email saying patient.email@example.com, because that would be basically oh, you created this yourself kind of moment, which I wouldn't put it past Elphaba to do at all. I wouldn't put it past Elphaba to do. It's just, why would Elphaba post? Why would Elphaba post fucking anything, to be honest? Oh, just so many questions. So many questions that I'll never get answers to. You're frozen, Kerry. Oh no. Am I frozen? Maybe he would post it. Maybe he posted it and then deleted it because it was like, oh shit. Oh shit. I'm not frozen, cool. And yeah, so here's the thing. Let me quickly, okay. So, when it comes to, I can get rid of the, oh no. I'm in the way. When it comes to that and the legal naming, okay, so, and I said this yesterday, I believe. When it comes to I said it in the comment section, because people will bring this up in the video that I did. When it comes to their name on there, and it says Elphaba Dorothy on either one of those, they would have a preferred name, which would be Elphaba, but they would say Elphaba Orion Dorothy. They would use the legal name in there as well. They wouldn't just say Elphaba Dorothy. They would say Elphaba Orion Dorothy on things like this. His thought process doesn't work like ours because he's so entitled and he thinks he's allowed to do this. Right, Angie. And documenting is impressive, Lolly. You gotta add some humour. You got to add some humour. You gotta add some humour somewhere. But yeah, this, I just, didn't mean to do that. I just had some questions when it came to that. Because I'm like, I wouldn't put it past E to do that and then post it and be like, oh shit. No, Mystique, no. A lot of trans individuals want to change their name fully. Okay, Signal. Um, I hope you have a good day. E doesn't think Ed thinks he's being smarter than everyone, then deletes once called out. Yeah, user, yeah. Yeah, they do. Which I think is what's happened. I couldn't see that screenshot anywhere else. So I was like, oh, I just wanted to raise that question because I'm like, oh, huh? I got so many questions. Thank you for following Proud Mom. I had like several questions. So I've always got several questions. Did someone put a treasure box in? I missed somebody put a treasure box in. I do apologize. I apologize for that. But thank you for whoever put the treasure box in. I didn't see that. Regardless of whether it's a real diagnosis or not, doesn't excuse their disgusting behavior. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Ozzy did. Oh, thank you, Ozzy, for putting the treasure box in. Thank you, Ozzy. I missed that. I do apologize. I do apologize for that. God, thank you for the Go Populars and the diamonds, everyone. But yes, thank you, Ozzy. I'm sorry I missed that. Yeah, thank you, Ozzy. I do apologize. So yeah, with that, there was that name. Are they still banned from going live on TikTok? Well, they got banned yesterday night time, I believe, whilst they were out. That's all I know. Thank you for the You're Awesome D and the... What's that one? I can't... the way I've got these set up. The Heart Me Dan. Oh, words. As far as I know, yes. I'm sure they are very hungover today, so hopefully they won't go live. I hope. Oh... But yes, when it comes to their name, I believe that's how there are a lot of questions there, of course. There always is. There always has been. Thank you for the breakthrough star. I nearly said breakout star. Breakthrough star. I've got that shining like a star song in my head now. Hopefully it will be fixed, Kerry. I don't know what's going on. TikTok's being weird. He got banned last night, so a new account will appear today. Yeah, Michelle, yeah. They keep on getting banned multiple times. You would think by now that they would have learned. So, yeah, a lot of people had a lot of questions when I posted the video yesterday about the name, and people were saying that that's not their legal name. He wants to break up from their lives. Yeah. And so when it comes to like the loud noises and night clubbing, this is where, and this is the reason why Elphaba around Dota is doing a lot of damage. There is a poll. I have no idea what the poll is. What is the poll? Let's have a look. What is the poll? What is the poll? Do you think Elphaba's diagnosis is genuine? A, yes, B, no. I can't vote, but my answer would be B. My answer would be B. Oh, I get that, Beth. I get that. That can happen. I get that. That definitely can happen. B definitely. I get that, Beth. Sometimes I click the wrong polls as well. Thank you for the Heart Me Smooth Criminal. So there. No, that's where I was going. I was going on about sort of like the loud noises and their drinking. A lot of people have brought that up in comment sections. And this is the reason why what Elphaba is doing is dangerous for the communities, because a lot of people, because Elphaba says, oh, I'm affected by loud noises, and Elphaba said that yesterday. What Elphaba doesn't explain to people and to their audience, because Elphaba isn't knowledgeable about autism, because Elphaba isn't autistic. Elphaba's not autistic, of how those loud noises can affect you. And like it's basically, so I can explain it from my standpoint of, yes, loud noises can affect me. So for example, if I put headphones in, I know that noise is coming. It's sudden loud noises. That is what Elphaba means. That is what Elphaba is trying to say. It's the sudden loud noises. And then it's the prolonged loud noises. So for example, yes, can I go out night clubbing? Yes, sure I can. Does it get too much? Yes, it does. Do I need to go outside and take breaks out in the fresh air from night clubbing? Yes. And then there's obviously the factors of people being in there, lights, of course. But Elphaba never says any of that. Elphaba just says, oh, I'm now diagnosed, in air quotes, autistic. They just, they Googled it, and one of the telltale signs of someone who's autistic is loud noises. Oh, boom. Boom. Now they're running with that, but then their actions speak otherwise. And that's the reason why they're not autistic. Because it's like, girl, you have no idea what actual real autism is. Somebody said, not autistic, but I hate fireworks. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. You can still hate loud noises and not be autistic. You can still hate loud noises, hate fireworks, and not be autistic. And we're going to get on to, I think it was said yesterday, because I went through it yesterday about the tomatoes. I do have some clips to go through. Morning, Leanne. About tomatoes. Because Alphaba's obviously Googled that as well. And I went through textures. Alpha was going on about textures. Okay, and I brought up the fact that I hate tomatoes. I know some autistic people who like clubs and fireworks. Yeah, it all depends on the person. All depends on the person. So when it comes to tomatoes, right? Here's where Elphaba also gets mixed up. Apparently I think most, because someone said that they voted wrong. The vote's closed, and I think everyone voted B on that poll. So when it comes to tomatoes, right? I can't stand tomatoes, beans, anything like that. However, that's not because I'm autistic, by the way. I just don't like tomatoes. I just don't like tomatoes. Now, when we get to the autistic side of it, so to speak, there is a texture side of it where I don't like tomato sauce, and I don't like thick gravy, and I don't like the yellow part of the yolk part of an egg. That's the texture side of it. I can still sneak them into your dinner though. Mwahaha. You can fucking try. And he does, by the way. No, he does. He does. I may not like it, but that's when you mix. That's when it's mixed in with other things, and that's where people were saying, people were saying in Alphaba's chat, but you like a bolognese. And here's the thing: I can eat a bolognese, I can eat a lasagna, but I don't like tomatoes. But those are in those ingredients, and it's not liking it. But I'll still eat it if it's in a lasagna or if it's in a bolognese, because it's mixed in with things. That's not an autism thing. It's just that I don't really like tomatoes. That's the difference. What about the pizza they had? Like, that's the thing though. That's it, Leanne. I can eat pizza. Oh, I could go for a pizza right now, actually. That's it, Leanne. You see what I mean? Because it's mixed in with things. Although, when we lived in Birmingham, they did have a garlic base, and I do prefer a garlic base. I prefer a garlic base than a tomato base. But this is where not liking something isn't an autistic trait. Do you know what I mean? Not liking something isn't an autistic trait. Like I said, I cannot stand ketchup or thick gravy or the yolk on a egg because of the textures of it. Now, if I'm forced to eat it, I'm forced to fucking eat it, and ugh, I will convulse. But there's that. It's a choice of preference, not a determination of a diagnosis. Exactly. That's the thing, and it's driving me nuts. And I get that, Natalia. I think that is the problem when you Google stuff, and that's the issue. Elphaba has Googled all of this, and it's like, Elphaba, try living it. Try living as an autistic adult. And here's the thing. So, people kept on bringing up, and people have brought it up in this chat as well, about the only reason why Elphaba is pushing for the autism diagnosis now. And here's the thing, I'll be blunt and honest with everyone. Yeah, they got the information on ChatGPT. People seem to think that the reason why Elphaba is doing all of this is because of the Dean stuff that's happening. Thank you for the Hartley Wicken, and thank you for the You're Awesomes. For the Dean stuff, okay? For the police stuff that's happening, for their tax bill, and for people that are calling them out, right? Okay, so it's not going to protect them. Would you like to know how I know it's not going to protect them? And I hope, I mean, I know Elphaba's drunk right now, but I hope, I think the Observer says, the Observer screen records and puts it out there. The timing is just coincidental. It is wicked. It is. So here's the thing. It won't protect them. And I know that. And here's the thing, Elphaba. This isn't an opinion, by the way. This is a verifiable, lived experience fact. This is a fact of the matter. Right? What's that? Okay, it's just Pokemon Go. I ran up a bill with Lloyd's. Okay? Ran up a bill with Lloyd's. What's it called? The withdrawal thing. Oh, I mean, sometimes, hungry guy, sometimes. Overdraft, that's where I was going. I think they said withdrawal. Overdraft. Right, ran up for an overdraft and didn't pay it. And ignored the letters. As you do. That's not an autistic thing, by the way. That's just a Josh thing because, you know, Josh wanted to ignore the letters. Josh wanted to ignore the letters because Josh wanted to be an ass. Happy International Women's Day. So here's the thing, that recurred something, and guess what happened? I got a very strongly worded letter saying that I needed to call them, otherwise some things were going to happen. And I called them, and you know what happened? They wanted to know my ins and outs of medical history, medical history, what medication I'm on. They signposted me for Mind and different mental health charities to help me, but it didn't stop them from saying, oh, you need to pay this, and a payment plan was put in place. Didn't stop them. Didn't stop them. So, tax thing out the window. Won't stop the tax man from coming after you, Elphaba, even if you manage to cheat the system for an autism diagnosis. So that's fact number one. Fact number two about police. Slightly different, but I've had to give video evidence to police as a minor, an autistic minor. I've had to give video evidence to police as an autistic minor. I was protected by that, but I still had to do it for their case. Didn't protect me then. So I got into, well, I was on work placement with the school, and was wanting to be a carer back then, so went to do that, and met a lovely lady named Danielle, and we watched Trainspotting, and basically one thing led to another, and we partook in some recreational activities that begin with H. I was in the year of the GCSEs, so that's when my work placement was. That's the reason why I was doing my work placement, sorry. And then what made my mum realise it was, how old was she? She was in her late 20s. So, yeah. And here's the thing, it wasn't her fault. It was mine because I decided to do it. It was my choice. It was my choice to do it. So it was my first time doing any kind of recreational things. And I went for the H. I went for the biggest one you could do. So when I go big, I go hard kind of thing. So I then had to do a video evidence kind of thing for the police. So it didn't protect me then. Well, it did protect me in a kind of way, but you still had to do it anyway for their kind of case. Because it was video, because I was still classed as a minor. If I wasn't a minor, I would have to do it in court. So it's not going to protect our E with the police casing kind of thing. And it hasn't protected people that have been arrested since then. And I'm going back 20 years, 20 plus years. God, I feel old. But yeah, so why did the police get involved? I got high. It wasn't the H that did it. It was coke. I got high. Stayed up all night. Although I don't need coke to do that now. Stayed up all night. High as a kite, and then went to school, had the come down, and ended up punching a student, well, fellow student, and that's not like me to do that, so the school contacted my mum, and that's how my mum found out. And then obviously my mum raised then it all came out of the woodwork, and boom. Oh, I know, but yeah, but things have been happening. I don't know why it's not allowing me to be seen in other countries, but apparently everyone's having trouble with other countries. Yeah, you can. So no, you know, And that's the reason why, you know, I will tell them and say, it doesn't protect it. Really? Yeah, I don't know what, I don't know what's going, can somebody tell me? I don't know what's going on. TikTok's being weird. But yeah, oh, fuck's sake, what now? Gifting is suspended in this live reason. There's not inorganic fucking gifting, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. I swear to God, TikTok, you can piss off. It's not inorganically gifting. My word. Ugh. You know what? Why is it just... We're having real issues today. No, it keeps on telling me that it is. I don't know why it's doing that. I just had to appeal it anyway. I missed something. What? Wait, what have I missed? What was the question? I don't even know what the question was. So wicked, I was talking away. Wait, what was the question? Oh, yeah. Okay, I mean, I don't think Lazy Days is a mod for E. I couldn't verify. I can't verify that. I don't know. Um, I can't verify that, so I don't know. They're welcome either way. Yeah, they're welcome either way. But yeah, so yeah, the police are not going to look at the autism diagnosis. They may have an easier time, but they will still. They will still. Thank you for the gifts, by the way. I don't know why it keeps on telling me that it's freaking being restricted. TikTok's just being weird on my end. They will still penalise. That's the word I was looking for. Penalise. You know what I mean? They will still penalise. Those are my two examples of that. Please tell me you got the video where E was like, I can't even look, I'm overstimulated. Oh yeah, but Hungry Guy, E has been saying that for years. Years. Years upon years upon years. Here's the thing though. You can be overstimulated and not be autistic or ADHD. That's what makes me sort of roll my eyes. Because I'm like, you can be overstimulated and not be autistic or ADHD. But yeah. It's just like, you know, what drives me nuts about that is the reason there are many autistic individuals and non-autistic individuals who get arrested, and the first thing they say is, oh, this person in the newspaper, the first thing they say is, oh, unalive autistic person, unalive blah 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 blah. Oh, drug dealer. Oh, autistic person does drugs. Not the name, not anything like that. No, the first thing they mention is, oh, they're autistic. We already get a bad rap. Autistic people already get a bad rap in newspaper. And then you've got people like Elphaba doing the shit that they're doing right now, or have been doing for like the past 5 fucking years. It's like, really? Really? You're overstimulated for crowds, etc., but it's from a different reason to them. It's self-confidence thing. I get that, Rachel. Yeah, I get that. What? Apparently my appeal was not approved, even though you guys were sending gifts anyway. What? What the fuck is going on with TikTok? I swear to God. Should I just exit and restart again? Everyone's having fucking issues today. That was overstimulated with my daughter simply touching my shoulder yesterday when the car broke. Oh, I get that, wicked. TikTok is the worst app. I used to be a lot bigger weight-wise, and I fear going out, crowds, etc., thinking people would just... I get that, Rachel. I get that about the confidence thing. I get that. I get that. I fully understand that. Yet people like E are allowed to say anything and get away with it. Yeah, Dawn. Yeah. So, wait, hang on. Wait, before we go on to the Observer's video, there are two videos that I want to bring up. One is from Band Bird. I may have gone sleuthing, by the way. Yes, one is from BB. When...
Can you talk about your assessment process?
Right, so this is... Nope, that's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Is that? That'll do. That'll do. Morning, Nanny. Good morning. This is from Bamber.
Can you talk about your...
Oh, why is my chat disappearing again? There it is. Right, that'll do. So this is from Bamber. This was yesterday. It's a... What's Autism Hub? It's a... I was going to say a centre, but yeah, a centre that can help autistic individuals. And hey, Fox, apparently B still can't see. I think it's people outside the UK that can't see this, and I don't know why. I don't know. I don't know why. TikTok's being weird. So yeah, this is from Band Bird. And yeah, I may have gone sleuthing, okay? So this was posted 23 hours ago.
Assessment process, please. Well, I got referred by my GP. That was over a year ago. No, that was a year ago, and that was in Acton.
So...
Can you talk about your...
We're going to do that again.
Assessment process, please. Well, I got referred by my GP. That was over a year ago. No, that was a year ago, and that was in Acton. And then...
So, they got referred... Thank you for the heart meat box and for the rose. So, I'm still able to get gifts. That's weird. So, that was a year ago, okay? That was a year ago. Okay, so let's go back a year, shall we? Because I had a comment to say this. And this is on the Observer's page. I will resize things a bit better. So this was on the 17th of July. 17th of July. This was just after the fire that happened.
Yeah, that's a problem. So let me go.
I'm just gonna go back a little bit, but
I don't know how much that is. That's 1, 2, 3. So that's...
They were basically giving a food voucher out to somebody.
That's 10%. That's £10 off an order you make with GoPath. So you get £10 off. It's like a club card. So if you scan it, you can use it. So yeah. Why don't I use it? Because I've got food in the fridge. But the thing is with me, is I need to travel. I need to pay for rent. I need help with my electric because that £10.
Oh, that came back to bite you in the ass, didn't it? That came back to bite you in the ass because we found out that, oh, your electric's paid for. But okay.
Not gonna last me. I need to pay for my... Because I've probably got a water bill now, so I need to do that. I need to...
You mean all the things that are included. Oh, this came back to bite you in the fucking ass. Like I said, I went to fucking... Yeah, the electricity is included in the tenancy. Yeah, this came back to bite them in the fucking ass. And this isn't what I was fucking looking for.
I can't even tell you right now, like, I'm not even kidding you. I have food. I'm not like I have. I think I would say like maybe like a few days of food in there. Keep lights off. Yeah, I'll do that actually. But the lighting will be bad in here. That's a problem. So let me go on here. So collect stuff. What?
Ready?
What's next? What's next? What's next? What's next? I need to register to a new place. So I need to register to a new doctor's basically.
So they need to register to a new doctor's. Okay. Okay. So here is a fundamental question. Here is a fundamental question. In BB's clip that was yesterday, he turned around and said that they were referred by their GP in Acton, which is the one before the fire, okay, which we all remember. They showed their redacted fucking shit to everyone. A bit like the redaction of this one. But I've got several questions. So did you what? Tell the assessment people of your new address? Did you tell your GP that you what? But here, oh, there are so many questions. So many questions. Because you see, with that move, and you having to register for a new GP, oh, so many questions. So many questions. Because it'll be a new, if it was mapped into where you are now, it would be technically a new caption area, so you'd be on a little bit of a different list. But what do we know? What do we know? Hey, it will be transferred. Like when I move, things get transferred. But to the way in which I just found it, you know when you look at something and you're like, huh? You tap yourself you tap yourself out the live. Moving doesn't stop the referral. The way in which Elphaba talks about it, though, I'm like, I have so many questions. I have several questions. Several questions. You know how I said I was going to go to London? Well, that's on pause. And you're going to Manchester? Okay. But no, I get where you're coming from. It wouldn't stop the referrals. To be honest, I know for a fact you don't get diagnosed after one appointment. Oh, no, you don't get diagnosed after one appointment. But it's just the way Elphaba talks about things. Oh, which, by the way, just to fuck off. Just to
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth.
Just to drive a literal point. This was in 2023. I can read that out to y'all. just to drive a point. Because Elphaba's been trying to do this for years. I'll stop. Okay. It wouldn't stop the referral. Of course it wouldn't. I had that somewhere. Where is it? Oh, there it is. I was like, where is it? Elphaba's been trying to do this for years. It wouldn't stop the referral, but boy, would they have questions. So this was on Elphaba's Discord in 2023, I believe. I don't have a official diagnosis, but my GP said I have it. They wouldn't say that you have it, but not on paper. So I need to get it on paper, which I will be doing, so don't worry. Then I can show that on live stream, which they're doing now. Well, they're trying to do now, but failing. I do have proof of my referral. I need to find it though, as I'm just in the waiting game. It's my GP that I'm being diagnosed for. I don't think that's what they meant. I'm just waiting for it, and that's the full truth. I'm not lying, yes you are, about it. I think it's quite clear I'm autistic if you watch my lives. I stim. I can't help. I think that's I can't help it. I struggle with communication and relationships. No, you piss people off. I get sensitive to noise and overloaded. I've seen Wicked and sang Defying Gravity every day of my life. I have special interests that have to be perfect. No, they don't. They really fucking don't, because you don't understand any of this quote unquote special interests you talk about. If they want to talk about me, let them. Let them, but this shows how obsessed they are of me, and then it ends there. But yeah, this was in 2023, people. This was in 2023. Same storyline, same bullshit. And if you go back to the Observer's page, quite literally, every single year, quite literally, I think it's every 3 months, this storyline gets brought up. And you wonder why people are calling Elphaba around Dorothy a liar? They are going to be diagnosed. They are diagnosed. They are going to be diagnosed. They're this, they're that. They stim. They manage to suppress their stims. They have meltdowns. Then they don't manage to suppress their meltdowns. Which is it? Since 2019. Yeah, this has been going on a lot longer than everyone realizes. But yeah, this was in 2023. So, but of course, with you pull up facts, receipts, and evidence. You pull up facts, receipts, and evidence. He would love to be sectioned. That's the problem. You pull up facts, receipts, and evidence. Thank you for the homie, Charlie. Anyone can write down symptoms, but it goes much deeper than symptoms. Yes, Lou. It really does. And this is what Elphaba doesn't understand. They had their pre-assessment. Good luck when the actual assessment comes up. When they have to go and speak to your mother. Because that's coming, Elphaba. That is coming. Whether you like it or not. They're going to have to speak to Maria. And we all know what Maria says. We all know Maria. She doesn't like it when you bring up autism. That's the reason why the whole 2 months that Maria was at your place, autism was never mentioned. Autism was never mentioned. Oh, wait. You tried. You tried. didn't you? You tried to provoke your mother to then fake having a meltdown. Because that's all out there. But of course, they're going to speak to Maria. So you can kiss your little assessment goodbye. Because they're going to have to speak to Maria. Because they're going to need to paint a childhood picture from her perspective. Not yours, hers. I mean, Maria is the biggest troll, to be fair. She is. You're now 22 years of age, Elphaba. How many more years are you going to try and disrespect the communities? What's it going to take? Seriously. They had F you with me 15 different parents. Oh, Alex. A few days ago, he got a letter. It was in a brown envelope, but he hid it behind junk or on drawers. Oh, yeah. Of course I would. When you're a kid, you're screwed. I know. So that's that. Let me go over to here. So this is from the Observer. We love the Observer. I of course need to fucking resize shit again. Because, you know. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm going to lose my shit! Right. There we go. Now I've managed to crop that a little bit more properly. This is some next level sprung bullshit. So this is from yesterday. I'm so glad they're banned. They aren't going live. Oh, actually no, they might be hungover. They might be hungover. Morning, Sandra. They might be hungover. That may be the case. Thank you for the rose, Sandra.
And fruit, and you'll be fine.
Look, everyone, it's the face of pure evil. Yeah, they got banned last night, Nanny. They got banned. They got banned. Such a shame. Couldn't happen to a nicer person.
Do you regret celebrating it though? No. I don't regret celebrating the diagnosis because of how long it took.
You're not... Oh my god, they're not diagnosed. My son is autistic and I'm ADHD, but still know very little about it. I get that, Lou. I get that. I fully understand that. You know, it will... You know, there are many different charities that you can go to that will be able to help. There's also all of us that can help if we can. All of us down here.
The only reason I'm not celebrating in a way of... It's like a relief.
You did celebrate it. You said, all these people are wrong. How do you feel coming after a mentally disabled person with issues? Which, by the way, autism isn't a mental disability. It's a neurological. I don't want to say issue.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like...
Yeah, they use the word I won, babe. Yeah. They think that they're winning. But now they're having to... Well, yesterday, they're having to backtrack. Because they got called out for it. Didn't you, Elphaba? Condition. That's it. Neurological condition. That's what I was good. Yeah.
Like... Oh, yeah, I have it. It's like... Finally. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of how long it takes usually. So that's kind of why, but people obviously will misunderstand that because they really just don't want me to do well, do they? Because they're weird.
No, what we want you to do is shut up about it. That's what we want. Because of the harm and damage that you do. A lot of people keep on saying that Elphaba is trying to get Pip. They wouldn't be able to get Pip. See, here's a bit of knowledge for you, Elphaba. I am on Pip, but for not just autism, but there are other factors involved. Keloid scarring, seizures, brain injury, depression, a lot of other factors compiled on top of being autistic. However, and this is what people may relate to, my partner, on the other hand, guess what? Doesn't claim Pip, goes out to work. He's autistic. So, I don't think people, people keep on saying that Apple was trying to claim Pip. There might be, but it's not going to work. There's a lot more to the condition, as my grandson is autistic and ADHD. There's a lot more to the condition. There really is.
Never seen someone so happy to be diagnosed. Oh, if you didn't know, I was getting a lot of threats and people threatening to hurt me and all this, that. So
You mean the threats that you write yourself? Because everyone that I know and everyone that does awareness on you, we don't do threats to you. So you mean the threats that you write to yourself so that you can be the victim? Yeah, that's more like it, isn't it, Elphaba? It took my son 4 years with CAMS to be diagnosed with ASD. Then a further 5 years to be diagnosed with ADHD. I'm sorry, Lazy Daisy. It depends, it depends on area. And like I said, they are really backed up. My grandson has arthritis and other severe health conditions. So grandma, sorry, I meant that as grandson. She doesn't claim Pip. I get that, Emily, I get that. My son doesn't like people to know that he has autism and ADHD, and he works full time. I also get that, Lazy Daisy, I get that. Ow. 7 months start to finish for me with right to choose for ADHD. I think he said ADHD. It can take a while. According to Elphaba, it's been a year.
Why I was technically celebrating was to make a point. To basically show, like...
You mean your pre-assessment? You're still not diagnosed, Elphaba. I don't know what... People are still believing this bullshit. After so long, people are still believing this bullshit. I only told my manager at work I have ADHD because she was the one who saw signs of it. Oh, I get that, Emily. People like Elphaba create such a bad stereotype for people on Pip. They do, Abby. They do. I was very lucky. I got my diagnosis in a year for ADHD. My son was 2 years before COVID. Oh, it can take a while. It can take a long time. That paperwork was an information sheet, not a diagnosis. Well, according to Elphaba, they had a 2-hour phone call and they're now diagnosed. We know it was a pre-assessment. Can't wait for the actual assessment.
Finally, I was right. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think I've seen videos from last night. This was from yesterday daytime.
And
as I said, I was gaming. I needed a timeout. I was gaming, playing Digimon Time Stranger, and looking for the other clip, and just reviewing old Elphaba clips, and I realized that this was like. I realised that this is been going on for a while, but to actually see it is another thing.
I wasn't mocking disabilities. I wasn't mocking autism.
Yes, you are. You are, and you have been for 5 fucking years, if not more. Wait, somebody said 2019. So, 7 years? And even probably before then, you've probably been mocking autism in real life for how long? So, yes. Mocking autism since you came on this fucking app.
I didn't lie about having autism, you know.
You are still lying about having autism. And don't worry, these new little simps that are following you, because somebody comes into that chat and says that they are somebody who works in the field, they'll soon realise. They'll soon realise how much of a liar you are, because you can't keep up with the lies.
Like the Autism's Got Talent thing was actually a reason for me to be in that, you know.
And there it is, people. There's the reason. There's the real reason why this piece of absolute garbage wants a diagnosis. This is the real reason. I hope the simps know this. They don't want a diagnosis to know it about themselves. They want it because they got called out because they went on a talent show years ago. Oh no, they're not blaming Jack anymore. Morning, Shazzy. Yeah, they got banned, yeah. I don't know where. Yeah, I've seen Shane. Shane did a video about the mocking Angela. Ask Angela. Yeah, I haven't seen anything from last night. Yeah. As I said, I saw Shane did a video and I was like, what the fuck? Seriously? At this point, wait, I've got to remove that text. Shit. Wait, hang on. I just realised there's fucking text on my screen. Oops. Sorry, I'm not countering Elphaba. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Yeah, I saw that Shane did a video on it. I said, I'm reviewing yesterday. The lady I sent you a clip yesterday, her content is comedy. And she will. Did she? Wait. A lot of people have sent me a lot of content. Wait, what? I know you sent me comedy. I've been watching a lot of content. Oh, yes, I did see that. Yeah. I did see that, yeah. I've only seen the as I was out. Why does he do that? I don't know. I saw that, yeah. She was very pissed off and angry in that video.
That's how it is, do you know what I mean? Why would I get threats? People online are absolutely crazy, my darling. Crazy. Over the years, I tell you, absolutely crazy.
Are you going to tell your people what you've been doing over the years? To rile people up? Nah, of course you're not. Yeah, they got the Elphaba Orion Doherty real account banned.
Pepsi Max, exactly. So you get it. Yeah, a diagnosis makes everything fit into place for you.
You're not diagnosed. Do these people not look? I don't know why they got banned, to be honest, I don't know. Do these people not look? Do these people not go and look? Not look at the evidence that Elphaba provides and go, wait a second, that's not a diagnosis, it's a pre-assessment. Like, do they not realise this? No.
It does. It gives me more of an understanding of myself. I now know that I can fit in much more easier with knowing who to talk to. So I'm definitely going to get along with people who are also ASD.
They have been saying this for years. They have also been grooming, and I'll say the word, grooming vulnerable autistic people for years.
And also, I'm getting diagnosed with ADHD soon at some point, but who are neurodivergent, I now know where to go with them. So, like, do you know what I'm saying? Because they'll understand how my brain works a lot more. So friends I need to make are people who are neurodivergent, so that might...
You've made neurodivergent friends. This is where people need to go back and look. People need to go back and look. Elphaba has made neurodivergent friends before, and it's not a blanket statement, and Wicked's right and Alex is right. No, you won't. I don't get along with every ADHD person just because we both have it. Exactly. Yeah, Jackie's neurodivergent. Yeah. Yeah. Elphaba's had many friends that are neurodivergent. Many.
Actually work easier for me. Because I'm terrible with social interaction. So...
Right. They keep on saying. I mean, they keep on saying. Lana was from the premiere as well. Yeah. They keep on saying that they have issues with what was. Oh wait, now I've lost my.
Because I'm terrible with social interaction.
Right, yeah, social interactions. They keep on saying that they are terrible with social interactions. I get where you're coming from, Tracy. They're terrible with social interactions. Okay. There's a difference between being terrible, quote unquote, terrible in social interactions and being a dick to people. There's a difference. There's a difference. A huge difference. Elphaba isn't terrible in social interactions. Elphaba is terrible at being polite and kind to people. And Elphaba does not like the word no. That's all this is.
So it's not like I'm just gonna go ask for that. I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna be like, hi, I'm terrible with interactions. I'm autistic.
No, you are not. No.
Apologies for how I, am. And that's it really. Basically, it's just for real life stuff for me. It's basically just...
No, it isn't. It's for social media gain. Let's be real. It's for social media fame and social media gain like it has been for the last 5 fucking years.
To make sure everyone knows why I'm nervous,
You're nervous because your digital footprint. That's why you're nervous.
And yeah, you just need to be yourself. Yeah, no, and getting this diagnosis, it's like an understanding of... I'm finally knowing who I am. And it's nice. I always knew it anyway, but having that clear, clear thing, I get a lanyard.
This is where the lanyard came in because somebody said it in the chat.
I was thinking about doing that because that might make people understand. Yeah. They said I have high functioning. So I don't know what that means. I was literally said I literally saw.
Oh, yes, you fucking do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Elphaba supporters, go and do your research. Yes, Elphaba does know what that means. They have said it year after year after fucking year.
She didn't even say level 1, but she wasn't English, so she was a Russian, or I don't know. I think she's I can't tell by her accent, but she was definitely not English. So she was talking differently than British terms. Do you know what I mean?
So basically, because Elphaba said type 1, not level 1, okay? Because Elphaba said type 1 autistic in the original video, not level 1, now it's, oh, she was Russian and couldn't really speak English and wasn't really British and wasn't really using the right terminology. If she was a trained psychologist, Elphaba, she would have. She would have used the right terminology. Dumbass.
So she said I have type 1 ASD high functioning. That's literally what she said to me. So
The fact that I know in the DSM 5, because I think they're also bringing out DSM 6. They are in the DSM 5. It says levels, but I think they're literally phasing out levels completely, because it can be degraded. It can be degrading. Now the DSM is for Americans. So, but apparently Elphaba is, for fuck's sake. Elphaba is type 1. Type 1.
she wasn't talking in British terms because people say, oh, well, they didn't go by the British terms for you. It's not levels anymore. Well, that's what I was told in my video call.
But that's not what you're saying either. Does Elphaba not listen? Elphaba doesn't even say levels. Elphaba says type 1.
That is exactly what I was told. So tell that to the qualified psychiatrist, not people on TikTok with opinions.
But you don't even say level. You say type. Although those two are they use it interchangeably.
Do you know what I mean? You're saying it's not a formal diagnosis. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Are you a psychiatrist? Do you know what I mean? I don't get it. Sorry, but things don't add up. Of course they don't, because you don't want them to at all.
No, they don't add up because it's a fucking pre-assessment. She wouldn't have said any of this to you. She wouldn't have said any of this to you.
You just don't. And that's fine. Because the entitlement you think people have towards me is absolutely diabolical. Like, diabolical, to be honest.
Because you're using it as an excuse for your toxic, disgusting behaviour. That's why. And we have a problem with it. That's why. We have a problem with you using mental health and being trans as a weapon.
So it doesn't excuse what you don't. No, correct, but it gives an explanation. It's an explanation.
But you used it as an excuse in your celebration video.
Like I'll say time and time again.
Yeah, they're making it the whole personality. They made it the whole personality before. They're just being extremely with this. Oh, by the way, it has Diva. Oh. Yeah.
No, it isn't. If that's your opinion, that's fine. I'm not here to force you to like me. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to make a statement. If you don't like me, that's fine. Not everyone's gonna like me, are they? I'm quite used to it anyway, so I'm not bothered by it.
You are, though.
I will just block you because I'm not here for the negative vibes. Sorry.
Yeah, Diva was ableist and transphobic, yeah. Oh. Hiccup.
Holly says, I had a video call for my diagnosis. So did I. Because she said it could take multiple sessions if we don't get this all done in one session, she said.
Sorry. What?
Says, I had a video call for my diagnosis. So did I. Because she said it could take multiple sessions if we don't get this all done in one session, she said. And she literally said to me, I want to diagnose you today. That's literally what she said to me.
Not how it works, but so now it's multiple sessions, but she wants to diagnose you today. Do you not realize?
She said, I want to diagnose you today, because I've got a call after, she said, but I want to diagnose you today.
I want. Huh. Because of course, in Elphaba's fucked up mind, that's what she said. No medical professional would say that. No medical professional worth their fucking badge would say that.
Because she's looked at all my past stuff as well, and she was looking at me and things like that, you know what I mean? So she basically has diagnosed me.
No, she has not.
Just
I feel like I'm losing my mind. I lost it years ago.
by technically looking at me, and not to be rude, but that's how she also diagnosed me as well.
Elphaba does realise autism doesn't have a look, right?
Looking at my hand movements, and one thing in real life that people don't know, I'm terrible with eye contact.
Okay.
I am terrible with eye contact. Like, terrible. I think it's quite clear. You've seen it on videos. Are you sitting on my phone?
The camera is lying, yeah, and it say Elphaba, it would say their real name. I get that, Luna sent. Oh, by the way, thank you for the heart me, Twilight Moon as well. It would, they would have a preferred name, which would be Elphaba, but it would say Elphaba Orion Dorothy. They wouldn't leave out the Orion part of it, but, you know.
That's funny.
They said it was a video call, but the way they're talking about, yeah, it was a video call, yeah.
He's sat on my phone.
It was a video call, Haley.
She is very cute, isn't she? The cutest thing.
I love how Elphaba goes to the cat for the distraction. And yeah, they are assuming autism diminishes responsibility. It doesn't.
Do you know what she did this morning? She got that, and she made that drop on my head and woke me up. And when I tell you, that was the most scariest experience I have ever had waking up. And that was the most scariest experience I've ever had. Because that fell on my fucking head. And I was like... And it was also very loud. She was very sorry after. Because she started hugging and was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay. Okay. You know? So,
I mean, you would from a video call.
you are a little naughty Nunu, aren't you?
Ew.
Yes, you are.
Ew.
You're a little naughty Nunu. Yes, you are. She's a little naughty Nunu, aren't you? Yes, you are. Are you a naughty Nunu? Oh, yes, you are. You are a naughty Nunu. Yes. So I'm glad you understand that.
Yeah, I think it is, yeah. Good morning, Kazie. And thank you for the heart me.
You're making bubble and squeak.
Does Elphaba not know what bubble and squeak is? I'm guessing not by that face.
Ew. I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yes, Tracy, yeah.
I had it before and it's like, ugh. But fair with you, but oh god, no, that's horrible. So I said, why are you judging someone else's food choices? I'm judging my own. I'm like, fair enough. If you like it, you like it. I don't personally. Sorry for having an opinion, as a human being would, you know. Not everyone likes Wicked, but I'm not coming at them, am I? Do you know what I mean? Got it? Good.
No, you're just shoving it down everyone's throats.
Yes, I am allowed an opinion.
Yeah,
I think
Mystique.
bubbling sweet is disgusting. I don't like it. But fair enough if you like it.
Yes, Mystique,
What
yeah.
is that? A sticker. What's type 1? I can't be bothered, sorry. I literally can't be bothered to like carry on. I'm repeating myself like a parrot over and over and over again.
No. Maybe you should explain, because there are new people in your audience. You wanted to be this famous bitch on TikTok. Maybe you should actually start advocating and start explaining. Oh, right. You're not actually autistic, are you? Okay.
That's literally what it feels like. How would you, like, would any of you feel the same? Like,
No. 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 That's a good pause game, by the way. And the point of this is...
Anyway.
I feel sorry for the... I skipped ahead. I feel sorry for those younger people who don't know the medical terms. I know, Tracy, I know.
Camby, thank you for the heart, mate.
Oh, we're doing this again now. Oh, we're bringing this back again. Oh, you're going to say that that's your stim? Not how stimming works.
Would love to... Someone said would love to wake up next to... You're a fucking weirdo. Ew. Oh my
Thank
God.
you for the rose, Hayley.
That's just... Ew.
They blag, Angie. They blag and lie their way through it. That's how.
Fuck. Ew. No.
Thank you for the roses, Feral Cheryl.
Well, my farts in the morning will blow you to Australia, so good luck with that, I'll tell you that. Trust me, you'd fly away. The power in my farts, you'd be like, whoa.
Yes, Apple user, yeah.
Scary. You'd actually be quite scared. You think it's a haunted house?
Yes, Apple user, yeah.
I feel sick. Poo. There is something wrong with you there. Definitely. It's more like... Whoa. But... Weird and normal, but not like weird, but like normal. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Chocolate flavoured air. That's what we have in a chocolate M&S cream can.
Yeah, because Alphabet doesn't put 18 plus, and we know that. Hey, Gemma.
I have one now. I work with Autism Level 1 and Level 2. If you need anything, let me know. Oh, thank you. Well...
Thank you for the heart, me Abby. And this is the reason why this pisses me off.
Not really much. I'm just waiting for the letter now, really. You know, that's the shit. Someone said, us ladies don't pass wind, remember? Well, my mum farts loudly, so... You know... That doesn't make her any less of a lady, does it?
It's called having manners, you dumbass. We're just going over yesterday's, yesterday daytime's live stream.
Not in public though, she does. I love her though.
Thank you for that, me Alex.
But... I mean... Also, I'm just gonna ask a question to everyone.
Kazia.
If anyone's over 18 and wants to trade Pokemon cards, let me know.
If anyone's over the age of 18, why the fuck isn't your shit on 18 plus? Why the fuck would you need to ask that? Why the fuck would you need to ask that if your shit wasn't on 18 plus to begin with?
I'm London based, and Pokemon has always been like my special interest.
No, it isn't. No, it fucking is not. No, it is not. And I'm going to... I hate the terminology of special interest. It's just an interest. It's just a fucking interest. Yeah, he doesn't bring in the gifters on 18 plus, and they would shut their shit down. Yeah.
I can actually say that. And I mean, and wants to trade Pokemon cards, let me know. I'm London based, and Pokemon has always been like my special interest. Now I can actually say that.
No, you can't. It's not. It's just an interest. It's just an interest. It's not a special interest. It's just a fucking interest.
And I want to collect black and
Thank you for sharing the live 779.
white full art Pokemon cards. So I'm happy to trade X and Y.
So your interest is Pokemon cards. Not Pokemon. Pokemon cards. Because you want to scam people. So your interest is, what your actual interest in is, Elphaba, is scamming people. That's what you're interested in.
Because I'm trying to get black and white full arts.
Hi, Squeaky Pickles.
No, you pass. And this is why I don't make friends, because people like that.
What?
No, you pass. And this is why
No, I don't know what that was. I can't fucking make that out.
I don't make friends, because people like that. I'd rather just like not go out and make any friends, you know?
We'd rather you just delete your oh wait, you're banned. But we'd rather you stay banned and never return.
Because this is why.
Pens and pencils. I mean, I've got many pads, pens and pencils. Every time we go out, a handful more. Yeah, I get that, Pink Flamingo, yeah. My partner has to stop me from every time we go out from buying pads.
People wonder why I have sexual anxiety like that. Oh my god, the rejection sensitive dysphoria is...
You don't understand what that is. You have no idea what that actually means. You're just a fucking reject. Oh. You can open your own stationery store at this point. Yeah, I get that, Pink Flamingo. I get that.
insane. Oh my god.
There is...
You have a Japanese exclusive Pokemon card. Oh my god! Yes, I love Japanese Pokemon cards. I literally have so many. Mega Gengar. Ooh, I love that. Voices like I used to. I'm 22.
I know. I get that, KJ. Yeah, I've got pads that I don't want to ruin.
No, I'm not a kid. Do you know what I mean?
What was that about being a kid?
Sally, I'm not a kid anymore. Just letting you know. I'm an adult and I have grown. Are you for real?
Oh, so now you want to be an adult. Okay, well then guess what? You're going to be tried as a fucking adult. Morning, Coops. Oh, so now when it's convenient for you, when people, which by the way, they shouldn't be doing this anyway, you can be any age and collect Pokemon cards and be interested in Pokemon. It's a franchise. But now you want to be an adult. Now you want to be an adult. But when people are calling you out, oh no, I've got the development brain of a child. Okay.
I'm 22 now. I'm not a kid. Do you know what I mean?
We'll remember this when you inevitably turn around and say that you've got the brain of a child.
I don't make stupid choices like I used to, because, yeah.
Really? Trying to scam autism. Again. Okay.
Do you remember Pokemon Go? Yes, and I almost got ran over by a car, but that's not good. So that's why I deleted it, because I don't think it'd be good.
And now they're going to go on a rant about Pokemon Go. Because they almost got run over by a car by playing Pokemon Go.
And yeah, Pokemon Go is quite dangerous as well. I'd recommend, if you play Pokemon Go, always have someone texting you, because people can set up like raids and things like that, and they can lure you. It's actually a known thing. You need to be careful with Pokemon Go, to be fair, because it's real life as well. So, you know, I can't advise you playing it without a parent or some sort of friend. If you're easily distracted, my goodness, you know what I mean. Be careful playing that game.
That's... You got a violation for that? Yeah, exactly. You mean like you lure the children in, Elphaba? Yeah. Because that's the only way people actually listen to you.
Can you talk about your assessment process, please?
Oh, yeah. Talk about the assessment process. We went over this one.
Please. Well, I got referred by my GP.
Mm-hmm.
That was over a year ago. No, that was a year ago, and that was in Acton. And then I literally just waited. I had a call once, and then they said, okay, you got this appointment, but then they kind of stopped
Yeah, why would an 18-year-old need a parent? I know, right?
there. And then literally...
It's almost as if kids aren't at the forefront of my fucking mind. My shit's all on 18 plus and has remained on 18 plus. Because guess what, Elphaba? Don't particularly want to talk to minors. Morning, Lady Far.
Because I moved, I'm here now. So I got a call, and they're like, "Hey, can we give you an appointment either Monday or tomorrow," which is yesterday. And then they said, "Okay, cool." And I said, "Oh my god," like, because they said this is all like etc.
Thank you for the help, Miss Susanna. Thank you for the help, me, Lady Far.
And I was like, "Oh my god, hi." I didn't expect a call from them at all. I didn't even. I was like, "Oh my god, hello." And then they were like, "Okay, do you want an assessment?" And I was like, yeah, what time?" And they were like,
You mean from Autism Hub? A place that doesn't do assessments? We went over this, Elphaba. A place that doesn't do assessments? Oh, okay.
"You could do Monday," and I was like, "No, I want it like as soon as possible." So it was like 3, and I got it. I don't know if it was right to choose. My GP just referred me, so I'm not sure. He just referred me, so ages ago anyway.
Oh, I reckon Cam said no. That's the reason why Alphaba's trying their hardest to get another assessment. They've been assessed multiple times. This is all a smoke screen. Oh, God, they're wicked.
How do you do which choose? I don't know what that is. Anyway, then I went on and I said hello, and then I was told to fill out this questionnaire leaflet.
You mean the AQ10? The AQ10? Okay.
I forgot to do it, as any neurodivergent person would, because ADHD. Anyway, so
Nope.
I forgot to do the form. I went on the call and she was like, "Have you done the form?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Oh." I was like, "Can I do it now?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Okay." And then I was like, "Okay, do that." And she basically just went through it with me, and we went through it together, and she helped me. I was like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Okay." She's like, "If you can't do this, I can't see you." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to do it." So I did it. She's like, "Okay, let's carry on." And then she went into my childhood. She went into my school, my primary school, my secondary school, my home, all that stuff. It was very... my addiction, my use in the past,
the current drug use you're doing. Did you tell her about that? No.
I'm open about that anyway, but
No, you're fucking not.
alcohol, all that stuff, etc. A lot of other things that I won't go into, so I don't want to trigger people, but that, and
You mean the faking of sexual assault that you did on people? The faking of drinks in nightclubs? You mean those things? Oh yeah, the documented proof that's all over fucking TikTok? You mean that? Okay.
that's everything, and I was like, okay, yeah. So basically, she just, and also I couldn't really look at her on the call either. I didn't realize I wasn't, but like she literally.
Basically, you couldn't look at it because you were pulling out the lies.
She just said, I'm not gonna tell you what I said in the assessment, but yeah, anyway, because
Oh yeah, I know they look into all the social media, so Alphaba's screwed.
that's personal, and I don't want to trigger myself. So yeah. Anyway, so she came to a conclusion, and she was like, through the. Oh, also, I can tell you about my sensory issues that I do deal with.
Oh, here's the sensory issues. And the reason I was going on about tomatoes earlier.
I can't deal with certain sounds or things like that. Aeroplanes and thunder freak me the fuck out. Like, I actually have a problem with it. Like, I don't really like aeroplanes or thunder. Fireworks also freak me out as well. I don't know if anyone's been seeing that for a while, but if you're watching me, I can get like palpitations when I hear an aeroplane, and I can get quite overloaded. Which is really annoying because I don't like it, but I just feel like it's the end of the world when that happens, and that's over-exaggerating, but that's literally what it feels like to me, and it feels really overstimulating, and I hate it, and I don't want to deal with it. Anyway. And then...
Yeah, count to 10, people. Count to 10.
Certain foods as well. I can't eat certain foods like tomatoes. I can't eat mushrooms because of the texture as well. I can't eat...
No, yeah. When the hand movements start, you know Alphaba's lying.
Eat things like that, so I can't eat certain foods either. Due to the
Did you Google that Alphaba or just out of curiosity?
texture, because I can't
Or did you look up other people's talking of it?
do the texture of the food as
That's tomato puree though.
well. And I don't like cigarette smell unless I'm drunk, because then I don't smell it. But like cigarette smell, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with petrol. I
Okay.
love trains. Like I've always loved like going on a train when I was little.
Did you realise? Oh, fuck's sake. I feel like I'm losing brain cells. Yeah, they are copying Stormy. Yeah, they are. They're literally copying Stormy. I know they are.
Because I never liked coaches.
That's not... These aren't liking things. They're just things that you don't like. You need to have it...
Never liked cars. And a train never made me feel travel sick. So that's why I loved going on trains, because...
So now we've got travel sickness into it as well. So, as a kid, I used to suffer with travel sickness. But that was because when I was used to travel in the back, I used to also have to travel in the front. When I used to travel in the back of the car, it's where the wheel was, which was great when there was a storm, because we used to go camping in the Shell Islands, there was a massive storm, and Mum wanted to get a taxi from Shell Island back to Birmingham at 1 a.m. in the morning, and we had to get a taxi, and I had to, yeah, that was fun.
Even when I was little, well, there's actually a photo of me with a birthday cake with Thomas Tank Engine when I was little somewhere. I don't know where it was, but there
Yeah,
it
I get
was.
that, Hayley.
Because I went from Thomas Tank Engine.
So now we're going to go through Elphaba's likes. Oh, yeah. Cooch, yeah.
As an obsession. Then I went from...
At least you understand that there are obsessions.
It was Ben 10. And I always had this Omnitrix, I always had to carry with me. I lost it at the hospital there ages ago, but oh my god.
Autism glitch. Not every autistic person loves trains. Yeah, not every autistic person loves trains. I'm not really to take or leave trains.
I had an obsession with The Simpsons, Ben 10, Thomas Tank Engine, Strawberry Shortcake. I don't know if anyone remembers that. I was obsessed with Yoko, who ate the sushi all the time. Oh, this is like bringing back memories now. In the Night Garden as well. How many of you remember that?
Yeah, it's called being a child. Yeah, it is called being a child.
Yes. Oh my god, this is actually really like bringing back memories now. I used to watch on Channel 5, you know, milkshake.
But I don't know how this relates to autism. This doesn't relate to autism in any way, shape, or form.
Do you get it? Mama, me, more milkshake. No one gets it.
Pink flamingo. Ha 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 ha.
This is why I can't talk to anyone because no one gets it.
No, because what? You're just listing off TV programs. I mean, okay.
Oh, so no one's listening to me. It just hurts.
Oh, what a shame. You was obsessed with SpongeBob as a kid. I'm not autistic. I get that, Zoe. I get that.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh, you're actually. Oh my gosh, you're listening. Oh my god. Okay, period. So yeah, I had of course remember. Okay, so I was watching. So yeah, I had special interests growing up, and
They're just interests. Fuck's sake. You know what my interest as a child was? Power Rangers. Which, by the way, the original Power Rangers movie still slaps. But Power Rangers. I had all the toys, all the VHSs, and this is DVDs. VHSs. The fuck? Okay. I mean, to be fair, I do still like Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon, so those interests have carried on. Mine was dodging my dad's flying fists. Oh, Alex. My grandson watches Spider-Man again and again. Does that mean he's autistic? No, well, cause yeah, that's the thing. Doesn't mean they're autistic. Yours was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, my partner's was. Everyone watched them. Are we all autistic? I know, Gemma.
Pokemon was a major special interest. Wicked has all.
It's not a for fuck's sake. They're just interests. Stop saying special interest as if it's a fucking quirky thing. I so want to punch this motherfucker.
Has been a major interest. And Ben 10 was my major interest. I grew out of Ben 10 and I moved on to Pokemon. So Pokemon was it went.
But you know nothing about Pokemon. As someone that has literally most of the games,
from Strawberry Shortcake to Ben 10. I watched all the Ben 10 original series, and the Alien Force, and the Ultimate Alien, then the Omniverse, and then I watched the special fragments of it as well. So I watched
You know, okay. I will hold your coat.
every single Ben 10 series. If you could tell me a Ben 10 alien, I'd know exactly what it is.
Really? Just like when people ask you about Wicked, you know everything about Wicked, even though people questioned you about Wicked and you knew fuck all.
You know. Anyway, moving on. And then it went from Ben 10 to Wicked, and then Wicked has always still been there, because obviously I had a personal relation to Elphaba.
Oh, you mean you have a obsession with the actresses who play Elphaba?
So that's it really. And then
I'm still obsessed with horses and have been since I was a child. Doesn't mean I'm autistic. I get that.
Then I went from, I'm still with Wicked, but and then it went from Pokemon to Roblox. Grew out of Roblox.
Oh, we know all about Roblox. We know all about Roblox, don't we, Elphaba? And you didn't grow out of Roblox. You were fucking forced to leave Roblox. You didn't grow out of it. You were forced to leave.
But still, I still like it, but I don't really play it anymore because people online just want to be horrible.
No, because you keep on talking to kids.
So yeah, yeah, no, it's worth if you think you have autism, it's worth looking into yourself. Don't. It's worth looking into. It's not like harmful. Just like if you think you have it, you know.
I went on Frostbite's live. I said the truth about evil.
I used to play Tomb Raider. That was a special interest I had as well. I was obsessed with Tomb Raider. I played Tomb Raider. So I started with Tomb Raider Anniversary, but the original on PlayStation 2.
They were.
Then I played Tomb Raider Anniversary. Then I played Tomb Raider Legend.
Hang on. Wait.
No, Tomb Raider Anniversary, but the original on.
The original on PS2. You do realise that's not the original. And the Anniversary. Oh, girl. I'm not a big Tomb Raider fan. My partner is. But I'm not a big Tomb Raider fan. And those Anniversary collections back then. Oh, they were dire.
PlayStation 2. Then I played Tomb Raider Anniversary. Then I played Tomb Raider Legend. Then I played Tomb Raider Underworld. Then I played Tomb Raider as Survivor is Born. Then I played and then I stopped then, I think. But I played 5 games. I completed every single one of them, and I collected all the treasures, and I outplayed my mum. So Tomb Raider was an obsession with me. Lara Croft, literally.
That's just called being a gamer. Welcome.
I hated Call of Duty. Hated that stuff. Don't know why.
Me and my brothers loved Call of Duty. I think it was the original Call of Duty with Nuketown. Or rather, me and my middle brother loved that because the little brother didn't like it because we used to gang up on him. But your son plays all the Call of Duty games. Does that mean he's autistic? Nah, smuggy, but you know.
Literally found it boring. I didn't like how you could only see one view.
Yeah, that's called a shoot 'em style game.
I wanted to see the full person. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? When you play a game, I can't when you're like this, I can't deal with that. That's not a game to me. I want to see the full person when I'm playing it, because you know what I mean. That's literally
You mean there's first person view and then there's third person view. You're talking about third person view.
Annoying. Do you know what I'm saying? That view makes me nauseous. It literally.
Couldn't play the Call of Duties now. I got bored of them. But playing with people was fun.
I'm gonna block that. Bear with me.
Like I say, only because I like Meek
Have
Chow.
some mods in here, please, to block these weirdos out. Thank
Oh, the mods have got to come in and block.
you. People just call me all sorts at this point.
Because you're faking autism traits. You're faking all this shit. You're doing this shit. Like, everything that Elphaba has just described is just a normal fucking thing. It's just normal. That doesn't relate to autism whatsoever.
What games did I play on Roblox? Well, when I was 11, I played Rose Citizens,
Okay, I am...
Bubblegum Simulator, Bee of Hell. Is that what it's called?
I don't really... Like, I went through the gaming... gaming is just...
I'll Be to Hell, I think it's called. It is of hell. That I'm terrible at socializing. I don't think that... You get it. No, I don't go out much at all. I don't like people. I'm terrible at socializing. I don't think that... If people actually ever think, oh, Elphaba's in her room all alone on her own, but you wonder why. I'm literally neurodivergent.
No. No. That's not the reason. That's not the reason. It's because you're afraid that someone is going to come for you. That's the real reason. That is the real reason. It's not because you're neurodivergent. It's because people want your blood. That's the real reason. People want to deck you, and you know it. Thank you for the Happy JJ. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for following Big Dog. How can someone who apparently can't handle social interaction or crowds go to a busy club? I mean, it can happen, Becky. Autistic people can do it. I mean, probably can't last as long as Elphaba does, but it can happen. When I'm not working, I'm always on my own, and that's how I like it. I'm not neurospicy at all. I get that.
I'm terrified. I don't like making friends unless you know what I mean. Like,
You don't like making friends unless they're kissing your ass. Listen, Elphaba, I have friends that tell me the fucking truth about myself if I'm getting too much or if I'm being a cunt. I prefer it that way. I fucking prefer it that way. You'll find that most actual, real autistic individuals, because this is what you also don't understand, real autistic individuals want truth and we don't like the nuance of things. We don't like the fluff. We'd rather people just say it straight. I need support when I go out. I get that, Bonnie. I get that. I usually have support when I go out. I normally have support when I go out. They don't want to be your friends because you lie all the time. Yep, that's the real reason. That is the actual real reason why Elphaba doesn't have any friends. Because they lie.
it's hard for me anyway. That is one of the reasons as well.
It's not hard. It's because you accuse people of sexual assault. You accuse people of spiking their drinks. You irrationally come at people who just want to have a fucking normal life. You're a fucking problem.
That's not an excuse. You're not being very advocating, are you?
Okay, here we go. Really does it? I don't know what's going on. My autistic boy can handle busy noisy places. He just stims a lot more than normal. Yeah, I get that, JJ, yeah. I fully understand that. I fully respect that. I I just.
So unless, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
I'm going to fucking. I feel like I'm losing the remaining brain cells I have.
For me, anyway. That is one of the reasons as well.
I just wanted to get to this part.
That's not an excuse. You're not being very advocating, are you? I need to meet people who are neurodivergent and then I'll make friends with them.
Right. People, it's still not working for me. Oh, B, I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea what's going on. We need subtitles. Morning, DC. I don't know what's going on. My daughter's school doesn't understand. She can't stand chanting and is trying to move her class. Oh, Gemma. Care is in to support me. I get that, Bonnie. People aren't going to advocate for your Elphaba. You've been doing this for 5 fucking years. For 5 years. And you do not have a diagnosis. You've been doing this for 5 fucking years. If not longer, actually. People aren't going to advocate for you. The real advocates out here are standing up for the people that you are harming. Day in, day out. Meant to say changes. I get that, Gemma. I get that about not liking change. I get that. And she has to change classes.
You know.
I'm not too sure, DC. I'm reviewing yesterday afternoon's live stream, but I will fully admit I was gaming and not really paying too much attention, and I was looking for a clip and going through Elphaba's, like, I knew Elphaba's pack track record, which the Observer has not everything, but a lot of the shit over the past 2 years to do with Elphaba. Because I was looking for a specific clip about the fire. And Alphaba's been doing this for years upon years upon years. So I went down a fucking rabbit hole, and oh my god, literally word for word, this shit has been said multiple times. The exact same thing. And you would think that Elphaba would change, but like change their wording, but no. She can't go into school due to bullying, and they want to change her instead of protecting her. Schools are notorious for doing that. My son just said the worst people he could be friends with are people like him with autism. As in your son with autism or E with autism? I think you mean E with autism. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, I know, yeah.
You always go out.
Oh, your son? Okay.
To drink, yeah. I understand that. I don't want that to be my entire life anymore. You know?
Yet they went out drinking after this. They went out drinking after this. Can you spell the word irony? Or maybe the word hypocrisy? Irony, hypocrisy. You want to drink, JJ? Oh no, you can't though. I believe, I know, I don't know what's happening. I mean, I don't know whether, I wouldn't necessarily say, I mean, I can struggle making friends. I think it's a case with me, it's because I go into my shell a lot, that's where I struggle. But I don't think that's got anything to do with autism. I think that's just me. You make friends online, it's easier. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Online friends are easier.
You go to Tesco a lot. That's different. I'm not agoraphobia of my own home, you know.
Ooh, Alphaba's found a new word, agoraphobia.
I do go out and buy shopping, but that's not talking to anyone, is it? That's not like going to like...
You mean shoving a camera in a woman's face because she was telling the workers about you, raging in public? I wouldn't have the audacity, to be fair. I would not have the fucking audacity.
Oh, an activity or something, do you know what I mean? That's not like... Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's normal. That's literally normal for anyone to go out and buy shopping. You can't...
I fucking hate shopping trips. Fucking hate shopping trips. That's the reason I do all of my shopping online. So much more easier.
Not go clubbing alone. Well, sometimes I have to push myself, otherwise I won't have a life. That's what I'm trying to do, do you know what I mean? I push myself to do it. Because then if I get drunk anyway, I know
I get that, JJ.
my social anxiety will go, so
JJ's like, I like shopping and the piece I get.
it'll be fine, do you know what I mean? That's kind of what I do. Or I drink before going out, that's what I do. So then I'm already drunk, and then I'm like, okay, let's let loose in his, you know what I mean?
So you're an alcoholic then? Okay. Me too. Yeah. Online shopping is great.
I'm going out today, by the way, because I don't care. I haven't Saturday. I haven't been out. I didn't go out last night. I was thinking about doing it, but tonight I'm so going out. I need it.
They need it. Girl, you... What? Like today I've got to go food shopping. Mum's already... because my anxiety is, oh, Shazzy. But I thrive more in chaos. Like I work best in a busy bar as a supervisor managing to, but JJ, I couldn't. Nope.
It's even your house about socialising. I do that.
Has E been live? No.
I was thinking about doing it, but tonight I'm so going out. I need it. It's even your house about socialising. I do that. Yeah, Stephanie. Exactly. Literally. Exactly. I just hope you understand me a bit more now. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not like... I just wish people could really get to know me. Like, really get to know me. And not like...
You mean you can manipulate people? We see... The problem is, Elphaba, we see the real you. Not through rose-tinted glasses. We see the real you. These new people in your chat don't know the real you. They don't know the real you. Or they're fucking padding you up, either one. Oh, I'm sorry, Coops. I get that. JJ, yeah. Has social anxiety but needs to go out. Yeah, okay.
Know me from afar, get to know me, and then you'll see a whole different light.
Oh, you mean the person that you put in prison, George, your ex-boyfriend, Jack, Juan, Harvey, Harley, Winnie, just to name just a few people that have got to know the real Elphaba. JJ knows you. JJ's your bestie.
Swear. You know what I mean? Someone said, okay, so I need to tell my 19-year-old to get drunk to overcome socializing. No, that's bad parenting.
But that's just what you said. Dumb fuck, that's just what you said. We'll say his boyfriend George, ex-boyfriend George. This was a while ago. So she's saying what we see online is not the real E. So admits being fake. I mean, yeah, apparently.
If I was a parent, I would advise that at all anyway. So, I mean, that's bad parenting, what you just said.
But it's they're just mirror. You say that people are you're a mirror of everyone, right? They're just mirroring back what you've said. Dumbass. That I don't know, Lazy Daisy. That I don't know.
Not to lie, but that's just honesty. And also, they're an adult, you can't really tell them what to do. Just say don't advise it. Am I wrong?
Yes, because you literally just said it.
You know what I mean?
My God.
You'll find going out late at night alone. Because that's my choice. I'm not telling someone to do it though. That's the difference. I'm not telling my 19-year-old child to go out and drink to socialise. That's bad parenting.
Okay. I love Avengers and I'm 36 female. Oh, okay. The Avengers is a good series. The Avengers is a good series.
Doing it for myself,
I love the Wonder series. That's good.
that's my own choice.
I do love all the Avengers movies though. I watched them all. Well, I watched up until Endgame actually. I mean, because somebody said it in the chat.
Do you know what I mean? I'm not telling someone else to do it, I'm telling my own self. That's a major different ball of wax. Do you know what I mean? You are responsible for your own decisions, do you know what I mean? Not someone else's.
But the question was, to cure social anxiety, I should just tell my 19-year-old son to get drunk. Because that's what you just said, Elphaba. That's what you do to cure your social anxiety. Huh? There you go, JJ. JJ's your medical expert.
Like, why would someone say, like, oh, so I need to tell my child, like, what? Why would you even have that in your mind?
Because you said it. Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. Talk about you, fair enough, but you talk about someone else, like, that doesn't make any sense.
Because their 19-year-old child has social anxiety and you turned around and said, I cure my social anxiety with fucking alcohol. So as a parent, she turned around and said, that's what I should do with my 19-year-old son then. Comprende? Does it click into your brain? Do we need to write it down for you? Do we need to do a PowerPoint presentation? Or do we need to put it in a Wicked song for you so that you'll fucking understand it? Or do we need to put it in an autism diagnosis for you? Is that what we need to do? Oh, Lou, yeah, I get that. Think I'm gonna crack up. I get that. Dogs, yes.
Well, yeah, at 19 you can drink if you like, but if you're a parent saying go out to drink to socialise, that's just weird parenting.
Go out to drink to socialise is what you just fucking said to your audience.
I know Pepsi Mets, they do love to twist my answers because they're weird in the head and they've just already told me how that is, you know what I mean? So...
No one's twisting your answers. You're the one that fucking said it. You drink to cure your social anxiety, which is the hallmarks of a fucking pisshead. I mean, JJ, you literally, yeah, takes me a few days. I was still fucking recovering when I came back home the other week. Still fucking recovering. It was 3 days fucking later.
I don't think they have a 19-year-old child. I think they're doing it for themselves, and I think they do it to socialise. Nothing wrong with it, but it's projection, and I can see what it is right through it.
You don't understand what projection actually means, considering someone projects more than fucking anyone I know.
And it's tiring. Oh my god. Seriously, get a fucking grip. I'm autistic, we still go clubbing. Why are people reaching? Because they want to, Lorna. They just want to. Because they're hateful, ableist, transphobic people that...
Because Elphaba around Dorothy is not an autistic adult. That's why. That's why.
Don't want to listen. And that's the unfortunate thing. So, yeah.
3 weeks. We'll jot this down. 3 weeks. They got their supposed diagnosis. When did they get the diagnosis? Was that on Friday? Friday, right? 3 weeks on Friday. So let's go 3 weeks from Friday. 1, 2, 3. 27th. Mark it in the calendars, everyone. 27th of March, that week. Either the 27th of March or the following week, which is the 30th of March. There better be a fucking letter that states Orion Doherty is diagnosed autistic. I have, JJ, but I've got questions about that because I can't see it anywhere else. I've seen it, but I can't. The thing is, though, is that I can't see where else that is. You know what I mean? And yeah. Have I reverse image searched the Resistance one or Elphaba's one? I reverse image searched Elphaba's one, and that's where I got the other one. I don't think I reverse image searched the Resistance one. Like I said, I was half-heartedly doing shit. Okay. Like I said, I couldn't see it anywhere else. I didn't think to reverse image search it, actually. Oh yeah, they'll chat GPT, yeah. And autistic people can go out and get drunk. They can. It's just the way Elphaba goes about things. They never take accountability for their actions. Oh, right. Jenny's post. Okay, hang on. Let me have a little look-see. Oh, is that how that's done? Oh, right. Hang on. Because I think I followed Jenny. Wait, which Jenny are we talking about? Because there's a few Jennys. I've got Jenny 715, the one that confronted Elphaba. Ow. Is that the Jenny? Is that the one?
Guess what? I've just been diagnosed with autism. Let me show you how easy it is.
Oh, wait. This is it.
Autism assessment letter. Just to prepare you all.
Oh, well, yeah, I think this is it, yeah.
At some point.
Oh.
Diagnosed today by Dr. Billy Bullshitter. Yeah, if you read there.
Yeah, the Jenny who confronted. Oh, yeah, okay.
Have a good read. Pause it
Oh, wow.
Here's my struggles on my assessment letter.
Oh.
And there's all my adjustments, recommended supports, and it's signed by the one and only Dr. Billy Bullshit with today's date.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me, okay, I've just posted that. You have some info, JJ. What's the info? We're collecting this as we go. This is the reason why I call this the Chaos Show. So I was just looking at Jenny's video. Sorry, Fox. I will bring it up. I was just looking at Jenny's video. Right, give me... Alright. What the fuck's going on?
I don't know whether you won't be able to big snow me, will you?
No. And my TikTok's gone... I think my TikTok is the one that's being weird today because my TikTok's just gone really funny.
If I WhatsApp it to you, will you be able to show it on screen?
Yes, I will be able to. Yeah, hang on.
Right, let me do that. Let me send you the info instead of doing it via bots. I'll jump off.
Okay. Okay, have we heard how the police meeting went yesterday? Haven't been on much this weekend. I don't think you will hear much. Oh, is this the AG10? I don't want to copy the image. Oh, wait, hang on. There's a few more options up here. That's what I want. And that should be... Where is that? Yes, that's being saved where I want it to be saved. Haha! I have too many windows open. I have too many windows open. Da, da, da. It's a good job I have a PC that has 2 fucking screens. Otherwise I'd be fucking going nuts. I mean, I go nuts anyway, so I now need I need this one, and then I need there you are. This one. Come on, TikTok. And wait, is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right one. This one, and then I need to put this one up here. Ha! There we go. See, guys? I'm a real TikToker. He says, whilst also being the most chaotic TikToker going. You know what? You can move down there. There we go. So that's what's just been sent to me. That is what just been sent to me. You know what? I don't need to make that as big as what it is, because what I can do is zoom in. Duh. Right, so bring it to about here, and then we can zoom in. We can zoom into this thing. I forgot you can zoom in. There we go. This is what Alphabet apparently had the meeting to do. Yes, because this is what they said that there was. But they also turned around and said that they... Thank you for the opportunity. They also turned around and said that they went through their childhood and all of this stuff, all that stuff as well. This is the AQ10 thing that he said he also did this last year. Oh yeah, he's been doing this for years. So this is the AQ10 test. A quick referral guide for adults with suspected autism who do not have a learning disability. But Alphaba claims that they have a learning disability though. I have no idea what learning disability it is, but Elphaba claims that they have a learning disability. So this is just to see if the person needs referring, not as a diagnosis. Yeah, I know. Surely if they... do apologise, Eve. Surely they wouldn't even be seen if he didn't fill this out first and was checked. Sure. Wait. I get my words out. Yeah, he says that they filled this. No, so what he turned around and said in the live stream that in the video that we're just covering, which is on the Observers. That's okay, Eve. That's okay. So what he's turned around and said is they sent this form out. He didn't fill it in, but he got a phone call saying that they wanted to do the video call, and then on the video call they must have sent E this, and then on the video call the lady asked if E had filled this in, and E said no. So they went through this form together, and then E turned around and said that they also went through their childhood, their primary school, their secondary school, all their drug use and things like that, and the things that Elphaba won't talk about, which is obviously the SA stuff, and the fact that they lied about that as well, which Elphaba didn't say that, but I'm saying that. And then they went through all like their special interests. Apparently, this is what he says. So he hasn't filled out the proper form, which is like 60 questions for each section. I mean, these are 10 questions. This is as I say, this is just the AQ10 thing. Could even be form filling over the phone as parts were missed. My friend had the same. Yeah. I mean, he turned around and said that, he didn't fill this in, so they had to do it on the video call, and that was the whole thing. But the service E is apparently using wouldn't have entertained E if E mentioned rug use. Well, according to E did mention rug use. You can ask for help to fill the forms, which is what I reckon E has done. I mean, you definitely can. And E claimed they helped him. Yes, yeah. E in the video that we're watching, claimed that they did help them on the video call. They definitely wouldn't assess if form wasn't filled in. No, they wouldn't. Elphaba has not been assessed. Elphaba is lying to their audience. That's the crux of it. Elphaba is lying to their audience. Again, Elphaba has been lying to their audience for 5/6 years now about this. They really badly want the autism diagnosis, because literally what we're going through in this video, which was yesterday afternoon's live stream, is they're using it as an excuse for everything that they do. They won't fill the form in there and then give you a diagnosis there. No, that not in the way that Elphaba has done it. No. I did a video responding to a lovely lady because people were calling her a liar because she had done a CAMS video call assessment, and people were calling her a liar. And I was like, no, they can be done. Assessments can be done over video call, but they will go back and look at everything. And when it comes to CAMS, people need to understand. I'm going to move this off the screen so that you can see my raccoon moving its mouth. When it comes to CAMS, right? I said it in the video that the school, the lady did come and said that she filled out a questionnaire. The school will be monitoring and assessing the child as it goes. And it would have been picked up in school before the CAMS video call assessment. So that's the reason why that particular lady managed to get an assessment there and then. We have JJ, I believe. Why is this doing this?
Little yo-yo. So I can speak on the CAMS bit a bit more because obviously I'm currently going for it. I just turned my camera off and it will not stay off.
There you go.
Right, so the CAMS part bit. So what schools tend to do is you will have a SEND teacher that goes in, observes the child for a day, possibly half a day. The school get their own form. So as well as the form that you get at home to fill out, the school then get a form, and it's typically the school that sends it off. Going on my 3 boys, obviously I'm currently doing it with my youngest. The school will then send the forms off, and that's how the referral starts. Now, I know it's not the same for every single county. Like, obviously I'm in Essex, that's the way Essex handles it. I know London, some places like different London boroughs can be different. But it's typically so you get the at-home version and then you get the at-school version because the children behave in completely different environments, completely different ways.
Yeah, they do. Yes, so I was muted during that because of the echo, and I didn't put my headphones in. I mean, I can put my headphones in if you want to continue this conversation longer. I can switch if you want.
I'm happy. It's up to you. I don't want to like jump in and take over your life type of thing.
No, I don't mind. Hang on. Let me. Right, I'm gonna have to maneuver things a quick second. Give me 2 seconds. Because I have to go here, and then I have to switch. It's audio, and then no, I didn't want to do that. I have to go to settings.
I'm sorry, Josh, I've made you do more work.
No, I don't mind. Right, I have to go to. Apparently, my headset's on default headphones. Save. Okay, so will that work? No, apparently.
As I said, testing.
Testing. 1 2 1 2. No, apparently it's still. No, I mean we can continue to talk. I'm just working this out because it's just being a pain in the ass, which usually it happens. Usually. It's not allowing me to. Why won't this allow me to switch? This is being rude. I mean,
if it's easier, I'll just jump back out. It was just easier to jump.
I mean,
instead of spam in the comments.
No. It's okay. I mean, I'm just trying to work. It says default device headphones, which is what they are. I don't know why it's not.
Are the headphones plugged in, Joshy?
Yeah, they're plugged in. It's the Bluetooth headphones. So,
Right, okay.
How weird. That's a bit strange. I don't know why they're not working. I tried. I don't know why it's not allowing me to do it this time, which is rude.
That's all right. I'll be quiet unless there's little bits that I need to pop in and say. I'll mute for the moment and then yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand why they're not. I'll tell you what we can do. I can switch to my phone.
Yeah, but that means stopping and ending, like stopping and starting, doesn't it?
Yeah, but
I'll jump out. I just needed to say that bit about the CAMS bit because obviously I'm going through it at the minute, so a bit more educated on how it's done right now.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, I'm going through the assessment myself.
Yeah.
So I can even speak on that part, and the way Elphaba has gone about theirs is not right.
No,
not
it's
the way
not.
that it's done.
No, it's not. No. Someone else. Would a GP or NHS use their false name on the form? I think they would use they can use a preferred name.
Yeah, so typically if they use a preferred name, it will come up with preferred name above or below like the legal name. It really does depend on which provider you're using, which GP you're using, how they feel about it, how they go about it. But typically it would normally say their legal name purely for like because it's official documentation, especially if it's a diagnosis. If it's just an appointment letter, it's a bit different. If it's a diagnosis letter, they will refer to you. Like if you don't have a gender recognition certificate or anything like that, or you haven't officially got like started any sort of transition or stuff like that, they will tip. Yeah, it's a bit confusing, and it really does depend on the service you're using.
That's where I was a bit like people were saying. A lot of people were saying in the comments to the video that I did about the name, and I was just like, there is a preferred name, and I think that Elphaba can use the preferred names, but I think they would use the Orion part in there somewhere. Maybe it depends.
It does really depend. It depends on the service. It depends on who's doing it. It's just really not all places do stuff the same. Not all places use the same services or apps or stuff like that. So it's a bit of a. I know I've seen a lot of people say, "Oh, but that's not how my GP provider has done it," and it's like, well, that's where you need to look into it and have a look to see whether, like, different areas use different apps, different services, different referral processes.
It varies from service to service, and it varies from obviously place to place as well. I think where Elphaba comes unstuck is because they said about losing their depot name and then having to sign for it again. I think that's where it all sort of collapses, and I think that's where a lot of people are going, wait, hold up, hang on, you said that you had a depot name, now you're saying that you have to sign for it, so which is the truth? And it's like
So on the deed poll thing, I did see a lot of people turning around and saying that the deed poll service that they use is not recognised by government. What's the word I'm using? Government officials, government documents, stuff like that. That is actually incorrect. So you can use there's enrolled and there's unenrolled. So one is public, one is not. You can go with a private company like the one Elphaba mentioned and do a deed poll via that. It just won't be public knowledge to anyone. You won't be able to find it on any public service. It won't be on any registers, anything like that. Whereas if you do it via a government website, you can, it's put on public records and bits like that. So yeah, Elphaba is correct on that part. However, I don't believe Elphaba has done that because he hasn't showed any proof to it. There's nothing to back up what he has said apart from the fact that he's mentioned a company.
Right, and I think that's where a lot of this comes in, because there's no, and this is where he says that people are prying into their lives, but I'm like, he has been doing this for the past 5 years, and it's like the reason why people are doing that is because now you want to do this. It's like questions, you know, it's like
With the deed poll thing, the reason why some people actually go privately is because it's actually cheaper to do it privately than it is to do it via the government website. That's why you're finding more and more people are doing it privately with, say, the company that Elphaba mentioned. It's actually cheaper to do it. It's just not put on, again, it's not put on public records. I did have a look into this.
It's free to DOA default. Oh, is it? Private services are different again. Quite often the NHS will reject private diagnosis, and I think that depends on which NHS service, Twyla. I think it depends. Again, this is where, and this is the problem that Elphaba has caused, because Elphaba has been, which by the way, I also, the hormones conversation, literally word for word, Elphaba said this exact same thing about them getting on hormones and like wanting to literally buy hormones and do all this stuff last year.
Yeah, if you look up videos from last year, like it is the same rinse and repeat thing. Yeah.
See, exactly, JJ, whereas my brother's the opposite. It's a lot for him to go. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. And like you mentioned the lights. Like you say, I don't really like bright lights. So, as I say, it's different to different people.
Yeah, my son's got so many lights in his room. He sleeps with there's like a tube, a flashing tube that changes colours, and he's got it in the corner of his bed. He has to have that on to go to sleep. Has to have it on. So it's weird, because I know for another child that would be overwhelming, overstimulating. So it's
Yeah, I know what you mean. Someone said about he's reading up. No, it was Tori. Sorry, he's reading up women's symptoms, and then Haley says, "Plus, I swear, he's reading child traits, not adults." Yeah, and like, they're definitely reading up on different things, and you can tell that they're reading up on different things.
Which is where he's tripping himself up constantly.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely are tripping themselves up. And
this is the problem. Like this, I think this is what is infuriating people, and a lot of like send mums or even people with autism themselves. Is just he's putting out. I don't think people would mind so much if he was putting out correct information about autism, but there has been so many times, even more recently, that people have had to comment in his things and educate him, and he's like, okay, fair enough. And it's like, well, you're sitting there saying things as a matter of fact, like you've got no wiggle room in what you're saying, whereas it's his opinion and what he's reading. It's not fact. It's not based on anything. It's just what well, it is based on something. It's just what he's reading, but not what he's experiencing.
Yeah, and that's where he doesn't like the fact that a lot of people, such as yourself, me, a lot of people in chats everywhere are going, we are people who live with these experiences, and what Elphaba doesn't understand is, yes, we're not psychiatrists, we're not psychologists, no, but we are people who live with these experiences and live with the conditions that Elphaba is trying to copy.
It's like so obviously, as I've stated, I'm going through the process. So if I got the diagnosis of, say, ADHD or autism or both, I certainly would not be sitting there celebrating. Don't get me wrong, I would feel relieved to high heavens to think that I've been through so many years of thinking that I'm just, something's not right and there's nothing that can fix the way that I think or the way that I do things, and like there's nothing the doctors can do. I would feel so relieved. I wouldn't be sitting there going like, oh, I'm going to go out and celebrate. That would not be I would be overwhelmed to begin with. Like, all these feelings, all these memories from the past, and just, I don't know whether anyone else would think or feel the same, but that's how I would feel.
Yeah, sorry, there's a guy who has NPD and he is self-aware, is diagnosed and help people. Oh, right, Fox. That's how I felt with my diagnosis. Yeah, and you would feel, of course you'd feel relieved. Of course you would. But the way, I think what Elphaba mean, because the way in which Elphaba means by celebrating, what Elphaba's saying to the audience is, oh, I'm celebrating, but I feel relieved and this, that and the other. No. What Elphaba means is, with what they said in their original video, oh, now everyone can back up. Now how does it feel that you're attacking a mentally disabled trans woman? That's what Elphaba is going to celebrate. That's the real reason why Elphaba firmly believes that they are diagnosed autistic. That's the reason why they believe it, because in their head, this wasn't a pre-assessment, this was an assessment. In their mind, the letter that's coming in 3 weeks is their diagnosis. They've managed to make it, I don't know what the psychiatrist or psychologist said to them, but they believe that they've said that, which is wild to me because they wouldn't say that to them. But yeah, they believe it, and so they are literally saying it, and that's what they're celebrating. They're celebrating the fact that everyone who's calling them out, they feel that this is going to silence people, when in actual fact, it's going to make people come at them even harder now.
Yeah, he's literally using it as a shield, and a lot of awareness creators have called this out, and even FYP shows have called this out for years, when he's been saying that, oh, I've got autism. I think it's pretty clear I've got autism. And a lot of people have said the same, like, he's using it just as a shield so he can go, oh, you're attacking someone who's got autism. But again, he's forgetting the fact that he has attacked a lot of people with autism or other mental disabilities, learning disabilities, or neurodivergent. Like, he has attacked a lot of people with those. So for him to sit there and use it as a shield, I find is quite fucking comical, to be fair, because it's just, he's such a hypocrite.
Oh yeah, definitely a hypocrite with that, because we've seen them attack multiple different people throughout the years, and it's like, you're doing this, really?
Yeah. Like, I saw someone comment further up as well about sounds and touch as well. So Elphaba's now only just saying about certain things that he doesn't like. Like, he's speaking out more on things that he doesn't like the sound of, touch of, feel of, and stuff like that, but then hasn't had a problem with it in the past. It's only been more recently. But if you question him on that, he'll claim it's masking. That's not the way it works. It's like, I have a severe, like, polystyrene, can't touch it, can't stand it, don't even like looking at it. If I open a box and see it's in there, or if I feel a box and I feel like it's in there, I will pass the box to my husband and be like, I can't do it. I can't. Physically, it makes me feel sick, it makes my skin crawl. I don't want it in the house.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that too. It's just the feel of it. Like, nope.
It's like when people, also like the dentist, they put the cotton wool balls in your mouth. Like, no, I don't care whether I have got, I have to be massively, like, out of it for you to even get that in my mouth. Like, no, it freaks me out.
Hey, Trash Panda.
I couldn't mask that if I wanted to, and I think like a lot of other people, and again, this is not me stating that I do have autism, I'm just saying from my perspective, like, if there was something my son didn't like, I don't think he would sit there and mask it and be like, oh yeah, no, this is fine, but then internally be breaking down thinking like, get this away from me.
No, it doesn't work like that. I mean, it's just no.
metal thing you wash up with, scour or
Yeah, it's that metal thing. I use it for the what they're called, the baking tray things. The baking trays. Yeah, I use it for that.
Wall, but it's a scourer. Yeah, scourer.
Yeah, the scourge. Yeah. They are interesting little things. I don't particularly like them, but I have to use them, unfortunately. But no, I'm not autistic, but I'm like that with holographic fridge magnets. My hair stands on end. Oh yeah.
I have a thing for forks as well that my group chat likes to take the piss out of. And even my daughter's laughing. My daughter's in the room and she's laughing because she knows exactly what I'm on about. There's only a certain set of fork and knife that I will use, and it has to be rounded at the bottom. I have different forks and knives in my drawer that some are square, some are, in fact, I've got 2 different sets that are square and then one set that are curved on the edge at the bottom. I don't like the square ones because they dig into my hand and they feel uncomfortable, and I just don't like eating with them. So even now when the kids set the table for dinner, even my youngest knows that my knife and fork are the curved ones. Fuck's sake.
They're yours. They're JJ's. They're yours. What you see? What I've always done as a kid. Now, this could be just for me, but because this is because I'm right-handed. But you know, I switch between the two with knife and forks.
Oh, ambidextrous type. Can you write with both hands?
No. But you know when you're eating.
Yeah.
So both to eat with and to cut food, I have to use my right hand, and I don't know why that is, but I have to switch between the hands. I've always done it, and it drives people nuts because I do it out and about. I do it at restaurants. I do it everywhere, and it drives everyone nuts because no one can understand it. And I'm like, I've just always done it. I can't.
It's just what feels right.
Yeah, I can't cut with my, because everyone's like, just use your left hand to cut the food. I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah, so the knife goes in the right hand, your fork goes in your left hand when you're cutting, but when you're eating, when you're picking up with your food, your fork goes in your right hand, and
yeah.
It's
just I aim to change them. It's just. I'm not the only one that does it. I've done it ever since I was a kid, and I've always done it. Always.
Saying about, obviously, like that, Trash is in my group chat, and Trash can sit there and attest to the fact that I'll be halfway through having a conversation and something will just pop up into my head that I'll be like, I need to get out. Like, I can't hold it. It needs to get out of my head and I need to say it. And I normally end up cutting, like, it's normally Georgia, to be fair. I normally cut Georgia off. She's like, well, I forgot what I'm saying now. And it's like, I'm really sorry. I really needed to get it out of my head. I get told off a lot.
JJ's always getting told off. JJ's always the one getting told off.
But this is why, like, it was my son's consultant that, like, when he got diagnosed, she actually turned around and said, have you or Dad been, like, assessed and diagnosed? And I turned around and said no. And she looked at me and she turned around and said, have you thought about going for the assessment? And I was like, it hadn't really crossed my mind, to be fair. She was like, it might potentially be beneficial for you to try. And I was like, oh. So from that point, I've obviously thought about it more, and then eventually I've gone like, do you know what? The more I look into it, the more I actually look at how things are and how I've been in the past and how I was growing up, I think I should possibly get assessed.
Yeah, I get that though. You know, I mean, and you're on the path to be assessed. Is that right? I nearly said the road. I nearly said the road.
So I put in so the form that I did last year was like 60 questions for the ADHD part, 60 questions plus for the autism part. It was 2 separate bits. I handed in my form, I think it's either April or May last year, because I did it on a live stream to show people what the form was like, what it said. And I handed it in. I know that I've been referred. I'm still on the waiting list to have a phone call, and that's coming up a year.
You've been waiting a long time. Yeah, waiting a long time.
And this is what annoys me, is the fact that he's acting like he's jumped the queue. He always has to act like he's special and better than everyone else, and he's more entitled than anyone else to have this done. But yeah, there's so many things that he should have had done, or he claims he should have had done, that he is ADHD. JJ, wait, what?
I'm confused by that question.
I know, I am. that is ADHD, JJ. I'm still confused by the comment. But yeah, there's it's like when you look at like the gender identity clinic, he was referred back to that in 2022. Now, if he had kept on with that referral, updated them saying, oh, like phoned him saying, oh, like phoned him up saying, oh, like phoned him up, and he hasn't done any of that. He expects everything to be handed to him on a platter and to be made very, very easy for him. He doesn't want to put the hard work in for it, which is again another reason why I think, and this is just my opinion, why I think he does want that autism diagnosis, so that he can say, like, I've got autism, I need help doing this, or I need pushing doing this, or can you do this for me? So it takes a lot of the work away from him.
Can I ask a favour? Just because I'm starting to get like cramp in my leg. Can we switch to the phone?
Yeah. If you want.
Y'all love me anyway. Y'all love me. I'm just loving this conversation, and I think I'm just loving this conversation. I know I don't open the boxes very often. That's just because for me, you know me and my fucking words. But yeah, if I'm gonna end this live stream and then start another live stream, but it will just be a voice one.
I was going to say, I think it would be good on this subject to have more people with autism, ADHD diagnoses to give their experience.
Of course. So yeah, I'm gonna...
for ADHD. It was for ADHD and autism assessment I've done.
Yeah, JJ's done both.
Yeah, we'll switch over to the other one, and then have a few more people in.
Yeah.